Hello and welcome to another episode. This time round we are doing Ghostbusters. I'm joined as always by my co-host Peephole Circus. Hello.
Hello.
So, Ghostbusters. I know you like the facts about other people who were auditioned for different films but never got the roles.
It's my favourite part of the show.
I thought so. That's why I thought I started early this time.
Cool.
Bill Murray, who was excellent in it. His role was actually written for John Belushi, but he died while the script was being written.
Bill Murray?
Not Bill Murray didn't die, John Belushi died.
Right.
That would have been a completely different film if he died halfway through and then they put his cadaver in it. Like the Bernies.
Maybe they'll do it with Harold Ramis, do you think?
Maybe that's the plan. Maybe that's the shocking twist on it.
Could be.
Very strange.
But John Belushi?
Yes, John Belushi was the original, but Bill Murray wasn't actually number 2 choice.
That's weird. Yeah, go on.
Number 2 was Michael Keaton of Batman.
I didn't realise he was that big at that point. Well, I forget.
What about that? That has stunned you into silence there.
I'm trying to picture him in I think he would be good. I reckon he would have been good because he does a good flip out, doesn't he, Michael Keaton?
He does. It'd be completely different.
Michael Keaton plays it straight for a while and then he just flips like that in different films where he goes crazy. And that's what I like.
Like in Birdman.
In Birdman, yeah. And in The Dream Team or something where there's a bunch of crazy people out loose. I'm getting way off topic. Yeah, that's pretty cool though. I like the sound of that.
Do you know who else they wanted but they didn't actually get for different characters, not for Peter Venkman?
So he was fourth then?
No, he was the fourth choice, but it was John Belushi, unfortunately passed away. Michael Keaton was busy. The third choice was Chevy Chase.
No, he's too silly. I like Chevy Chase, but he's too silly.
Yeah, and so they went for Bill Murray instead, which I think was the best choice, to be fair.
I think it's his only good film. One of a handful of films. He's not that good. He seems horrible. I don't like him.
I don't like it. Well, weirdly, he does come across... I've heard this story that he doesn't have email. He doesn't have a post box. I'm not entirely certain if that's even legal. But he has a fax machine that you have to fax him on.
Really? That makes sense. I hear stories like people say, oh, it's cool. I was just sitting there in some restaurant eating my food. Bill Murray came along, stole a handful of my chips and said, people will never believe you and stuff like that. I hear a lot of these kind of stories about him. And when you think about it, he seems like a bit of a dick, doesn't he?
He sounds like a seagull, because that's what seagulls do.
Well, there's something else. I think you're getting things mixed up. Maybe he does do that as well.
There's something like that coming up later on. But
okay, oh God.
But Bill Murray only agreed to star in Ghostbusters. I don't know if I've ever even seen this film, because they offered to remake The Razor's Edge with him as the star. Did that film ever get made?
The Razor's Edge? And what do you mean a remake? I don't remember the first one.
Neither do I. And I don't remember the remake either.
No. Well, let's just say they did and it was crap. Just to be sure. Yes,
like the Star Wars film, and they were going to make that other film, and that's the only reason why Star Wars got into the cinemas, because they said they were going to make that other film as well, and nobody ever remembers what that other film was. I can't remember it.
I don't know. It's probably the same film.
Edge of Tomorrow?
No, that was a good one.
Was it A Razor's Edge?
It could have been. I think, like I said, let's just say it was.
Yeah, I think it was. Razor's Edge is the reason why Star Wars got in so many cinemas after all. So Bill Murray is the reason why Star Wars was so popular. Yeah, that's unofficial, obviously, that fact.
Do you think they're going to bring John Belushi in for the new Ghostbusters as a ghost as well, next to Harold Ramis?
CGI, they could do it. They did it with Princess Leia.
I thought you were going to say Princess Diana for a minute.
Well, that's only a matter of time. But they did it with Peter Cushing as well, didn't they? The old deep fake.
Well, I didn't see that one, but I saw Star Wars.
Yeah, they never get the mouth right, though, do they?
No.
Never get quite the mouth moving at the right time. I suppose too many muscles around the face. Not only was Bill Murray cast and there was other people before him, this surprised me when I saw this. Remember Winston, the fourth Ghostbuster?
Yes, I remember Winston. Yeah.
Eddie Murphy was going to play that. But he turned the role down because he had another film he was doing. He was doing Beverly Hills Cop.
I thought you were going to say Razor's Edge.
No, that's
Razor's Edge 2, the remake.
yeah. He was making the prequel of Razor's Edge. But Eddie Murphy was going to be in there, and so was John Candy.
But it just sounds silly now, doesn't it? You know, imagine that. Chevy Chase as Venkman, Eddie Murphy as Winston. Who was John Candy going to be?
John Candy, I think, was going to play. Oh, who's the guy with the glasses who gets Rick Moranis?
The Keymaster.
Yeah, the Keymaster. He was going to play the Keymaster, I believe. That would have been really strange.
Yeah, he's way too big.
Yeah.
You need that weedy guy, don't you? He's brilliant in it. I love it when a door slams and his trousers come up to like halfway up his shins.
Yeah. But yeah, imagine John Candy playing that part. That would have been strange.
Nah, never would have worked.
No. Talking about things which did work, though, Dan Aykroyd actually wrote the script for this. I believe he's wrote the script for all of them, even the third one, which wasn't so good. That's a polite way of saying it was awful. His original script took place in the future, like science fiction.
Oh, right. So it was exactly the same, only
in space.
In space.
Or like Blade Runner time, I'm guessing. Blade Runner Ghostbusters edition.
Now I want to see that.
With Chevy Chase, Eddie Murphy, and John Candy starring in it.
That would be, and John Candy was in the Spaceballs, so they did Star Wars. So I don't see no reason why they couldn't do, well, apart from that he's dead. Did we just uncover the Ghostbusters curse that killed John Belushi, killed John Candy, killed Eddie Murphy, killed them all?
Well, I don't know if Eddie Murphy's not dead.
Yeah, well, he might as well be.
In your mind.
Yeah, I watched the new Coming to America. So, yeah, he's passed away. He's gone to a better place. Traded places.
Trading places. That, which had Dan Aykroyd in it. But I wonder if this is where Eddie Murphy met Dan Aykroyd for Trading Places.
And he's passed away now as well, isn't he? Now they sell vodka in his skull.
I don't know if it's fermented in it, but is that a cast of his own skull?
Let's just say yes again. I hope so. Like they probably took her out, did a cast of it, and put it back.
They can do these things in Hollywood these days. Yeah. I've seen the medical things.
Because Dan Aykroyd loves UFO stuff as well, doesn't he? He's well into it.
He does. He does love his UFO. He actually believes in ghosts as well.
Don't we all?
Well, he made an entire film about it. So 3 films about it. Did you know? This is quite an interesting fact. Well, it is to me anyway. The original trailer, obviously I was very, very young, so I wouldn't remember this. The original trailer featured a 1-800 number, not the 555, so a real telephone number, which led to a pre-recording of Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd talking about if you've got a problem, you can phone Ghostbusters, leave a message. It got 1,000 calls per hour, 24 hours a day for 6 weeks.
That was me, sorry.
They should have charged like 10 cents or 10p an hour for a minute on that. They would have paid for the entire film.
Didn't they charge anything?
No, I think it was free phone.
So nobody made money?
No, what a brilliant way of, well, the phone company probably did, but what a brilliant way of subsidising your film. Get the fans to pay for it Is this the first invention of crowdfunding?
I was just going to say, it sounds like it. They should have done that. That would have worked.
It would have worked. What else have we got here? Do you remember the film The Mask with
Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey, yes, in it. The Ghostbusters firehouse, the headquarters, was actually remodeled, so it must have been a backlot as the mechanic shop in The Mask. So it must have been sitting around for a fair amount of time, like 20 odd years, I'm guessing. Oh, wow. 10 years at least.
I remember going to, I think, Universal Studios, and they had they have these places there and things. Did they use those?
I assume so. They just use the backlot and just drive the trolleys for them, don't they? And maybe they just did it in the theme park bit.
They do this all the time with loads like the Psycho house is being chopped up and put different places. I think it was like next door to the Munsters or Addams Family or something stupid.
I suppose it's a great way of keeping it, isn't it? Kind of, you maintain it, and then if you ever need it, you can just do a shot in there.
What they should do is sell plans of it so you can make your own. A 3D printer.
What, the Psycho house, the whole thing, be quite large?
Well, I was talking about the Ghostbuster house, but like
and the Psycho house as well. Station. Yes, you could do both. You could have them both next door to each other.
If the old lady in Psycho had a pole to swing down, if if the lady in Psycho did a bit of pole dancing up there, and you saw through the window swinging around on a pole, and Norman Bates is looking at it, going like, "Go on, man." And he's slipper at 20. Like, he would have never had the problems he would have had in the film.
That would have brought a lot more people to the motel as well. They probably would have not have got into the situation they'd got into. Maybe they should have taken your advice.
They should have. All that she had to do is 3D print a fireman's pole. Yes. Job done.
It writes itself.
It does. Yeah. And she'd be swinging around with the red light flashing.
Put a disco beat over the top of that, and you've got a party going there. Get a shrimp buffet, and you've got it all going on. I don't know why I said shrimp buffet there. I think I must have heard that in a film at some point.
I'm starting to think of it. Yeah.
I think that may have been in Beverly Hills Cop at some point or something, because they go to the strip joint, don't they? I'm sure they say about the shrimp buffet. I'm going completely off topic here.
Yeah, I'm sure that if Norman Bates' mother did a pole dance and swung down the pole, there would be an odour similar.
Yes. So, the party scene with Rick Moranis, and he's going around all of his guests.
Oh, yeah.
That was completely improvised, the entire thing. It was all real drinks, and they just had a party on set with him going around.
Just everybody was just having a party, and then he just improvised them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to stop laughing, though, but I would just looking at him, when I watch that again, like, just looking at him makes me laugh. Like I said, it's ill-fitting clothes, the way he just talks when nobody's even listening, and he's still happy. He's still happy. He doesn't care.
He's just having a great time.
Right. Well, he's the key master. You're going to be having a good time.
If you're the master of the key, exactly. You've got to look after that key. You've got to have a good time with it. Do you know Ghostbusters wasn't actually the original name?
No, I didn't.
Would you like to guess?
Spirit Smashers?
You are so close.
No way. All right.
It is Ghost Smashers.
Oh my God! See, I told you, these people need to give me a job.
Yes.
Because Spirit Smashers sounds...
That's actually better than Ghost Smashers.
But Ghost Smashers, it has another meaning as well, doesn't it?
Well...
But also, Dan Aykroyd, he has a bit of a ghost smashing moment, doesn't he?
He does have a ghost smashing moment in there, which I'm amazed was allowed to be put into Is it a PG film, this? Is it PG?
I think it is. Yeah, it would have been PG at the time, yeah. There was no PG 12 or 13, was there?
No, so they had that scene in a children's film, which is
I remember going to the cinema to watch it and everything. So I remember that bit.
And I used to smoke.
Yeah, we turned out just fine.
Not weird at all.
No, the scariest bit was the start at the ghost in the library or the zombie in the taxi.
Well, the librarian ghost, that was really scary bit, wasn't it? There was actually a second version of that one, but it was rejected because it was too scary.
God, is there any footage of it?
There might be. There may be on the interwebs, probably a picture. But it looked too disgusting for film.
Well, would it look like John Belushi?
I'm assuming it probably had all like peeling flesh and stuff off it, because that ghost was black and white, so I'm guessing that one must have been in colour. Maybe that was the problem, so they had open sores and stuff on the face of it. But circling back round once again, back to Ghost Smashers. Can you see where I'm going with this?
Smashing librarians?
Well, your friend and I, Ron Jeremy, was an extra in the film. Yeah, you know where this is going, don't you? And starred in a porn parody entitled This Ain't Ghostbusters XXX.
Again, I think Spirit Smashers would have suited that film better as well.
I think you had the better name for that film.
It works in both ways. It'd be the first time the porn film would have the same name as the original film, and they would both work.
Yes, but have you noticed Ron Jeremy's shown up in both of these parodies, these porn parodies that we've found?
It does. He played Mario. Who did he play in the Slimer? Probably.
It's probably he probably played a Ghostbuster like just by himself.
Yeah, and they're going to give him silly names.
And then it goes back to that Dan Aykroyd scene. That's probably where they got the inspiration for the entire porn version of it.
Or maybe the other way around. They could have done the porn version first.
Oh, now you're talking. Are we seeing it art imitating life, imitating art?
I need to watch more porn films. Get my ideas.
From the early 80s?
Yeah, I'll sell them to Hollywood then.
Why not? Everyone else seems to be doing that.
Well, if Ron Jeremy can do it, we can do it.
Well, yeah, exactly. What's he ever done? Quite a lot.
A lot of plumbing.
Yeah, a lot of plumbing. He's cleared out a lot of pipes, so to speak. You know, good old Slimer? Not from
Back
the
to Ron
porn
Jeremy.
film. Yeah, not from the porn film, from the original film. He wasn't actually called Slimer. That's only in the second film he's called Slimer. He doesn't actually have a name in the first film. And the cast and crew called him Onion Head because he's, for some weird reason, the prop smell of fried onions.
Fried onions. Why fried onions?
I don't know why. There's always some strange thing there's always something with a puppet with these shows.
I wonder if Frank Oz, he's involved. Because he's up to all sorts of wrong stuff and everything, isn't he? He's always got his hand in some puppet somewhere. If there's a film with a puppet in it,
He's there.
he's in there. Yeah, he's always there, sniffing around. Have you noticed how Frank Oz smells of fried onions as well?
I have to say I've never noticed that before, but that's a good observation of yours. I will keep an eye out for that next time I see him at the supermarket.
Yeah, you do that. Tell him I sent you.
It smells of onions, and that's what we're taking away from this evening. At the end, where William Atherton, the uptight mayor's aide, is he?
Oh, that guy. Yeah, I know.
He gets covered in the marshmallow goo, doesn't he?
Yeah, that was Ron Jeremy again.
Yes, unfortunately, yes. That's the I'm getting confused with the film. No, I'm not. That's in this film. That was actually £50 of shaving cream they dumped on him. That is a lot of shaving cream.
It is. I'm disappointed now though, because as horrible as that would have been, you know, you even if it was shaving cream, I think I would have poked my tongue out and had a lick, just because it was like, you know, it could have been nice. It's like when you're a kid and you think you're going to eat that shampoo that smells delicious, but it goes wrong really quick.
And it
but
just tastes like soap.
But you got to admit though, even still to this day, when you get a nice smelling shampoo, one that smells like sweets, like I've got upstairs.
Yeah, you're like, oh, that smells nice. So just taste it.
Just a sip.
Just a sip, yeah. I think that's what happened to Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, yeah.
And look what happened there. Not good.
That's true. I'll stick to 1 pint from now on.
1 pint of shampoo. My final fact is Bill Murray, who was number 4, who was only going to do it because of the Razor's Edge film. A majority of his lines were actually ad-libs. He just went off script constantly. So they never knew what he was going to say from take to take.
I think that's the case with most of the people on there. You never know what, they just kept coming up with stuff. Like Bill Murray would say random stuff. Dan Aykroyd as well. He would keep coming out with stuff, cracking everybody else up. And apparently he's really good at just saying things that sound technical, but he can just speak fast and say a load of gibberish. And it's silly. Like when he's walking along and he's like, oh look, symmetrical book stacking. Like it's a thing.
Yes.
It's just a stack of books.
Yeah, like it's a real thing, and it's just like, it's just some books stacked up.
Yeah. Bill Murray, that's him in real life anyway, because he, like we said, he's always talking. He does what he wants. I think he goes off script in real life.
Yes, just randomly going up to people, seagulling them, as we now found out, stealing their chips, all their fries.
That's true. Yeah, I think he's a wrong one. Do you think he even knows that he's been in films?
I think he thinks it's the real world.
I think it all blends in. Like he gets up and people there just film him. He says a few things, then a monster appears, then he goes home. He thinks that's normal everyday life.
Yeah, he just thinks he's got a temporary job. He's like the world's busiest temp.
He is
doing all these funny jobs.
And did you know that they filmed Groundhog Day over a course of like 20 years? They don't tell you that in the film, do they?
No, they don't. There we go. Well, we've reached the end of Ghostbusters. Have you got anything else to say?
Good night.
Good night. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell.